Oh boy, have I got news for you. We have got tons of Fortnite information today, including details on this week's update, nerf to weapons in the game, the potential return of the pump shotgun, a brand new skin bundle. So much is going on. It is absolutely insane. If you haven't done so already, click that like button right now if you're excited for all of this crazy news. Remember, the best thing you can do to support these videos is hit that button. It only takes a second and it helps me out so much. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. We're not going to be wasting any time. First up, Fortnite have given loads of details via a Reddit post on changes and things coming in the future to Fortnite. And first up, I'm definitely going to shed a tear for this one because it's all to do with the boom bow. This week's Fortnite update will be the 9.20 update, which means it'll be downtime. It'll be a big update, and we'll talk about what's actually coming to the game in a second later on in the video as well. But specific changes have been noted already, and the boom bow is going to be one of them. As you know, I love the boom bow. I'll pick that thing up over the scar sometimes. It's strong, it's accurate, and it is so much fun to use. However, Fortnite have recognized this eventually and realized that it does need some changes. And so there's going to be balancing adjustments coming with this week's update, and they're going to be continuing to evaluate the changes. They haven't specified the exact changes, but if I was a guessing person, I would say maybe a slightly less blast range and also probably a nerf to the amount of damage it does. Either way, we'll find out tomorrow, and hopefully the weapon is still really good. Continuing with the answers that they've given online, we've also got talk of the pump shotgun. As we know, with the removal of it, there's a lot of controversy. We've got the chance to use it recently in the unvaulted LTM, which I covered here on the channel, and oh my gosh, it's such a good weapon. They have said they're looking into possible weapon tuning, specifically with shotguns. Now, as we know, currently there is a shotgun delay, so if you fire one shotgun and try and switch to another one, there's that little circle around the wheel, which means that you can't shoot it for a little while. The main thing they want to keep in mind is the fact that the pump shotgun is still available for people to use in creative, for all of those people that do miss it. Personally, don't jump into creative that much, but if you like to do 1v1s or mess around with your mates, it's still there. And they said in brackets, there's always the potential for it to be unvaulted. Which, I mean, obviously it's sending those signals our way, the possibility that it could be unvaulted, but with it having been taken away so recently, I wouldn't expect it to return anytime soon. However, as I said, all weapons are always vaulted, always have a chance to come back at some point. They're not saying that it's going to be gone forever, and that is always good news. Now, exclusive information has just come through as I'm recording this video. The Fortnite Wilde pack, which will be available in Fortnite stores as it hits around about midnight in your local area, will include this skin bundle right here, the skin, the back bling, and also 600 V-Bucks in total. So make sure you're checking your store, and as always, thank you to everyone using code ALIA. If you do use my code in store, you can get a shout out, and throughout season 9, we're going to be getting some awesome skins, so do not miss out on this one, coming out literally for all of you guys around the world very, very soon. It looks like a good one as well. Now, back to what Fortnite was saying online. They also commented on snipers, and this confused me, honestly. They say that the number of snipers in the game is probably a little bit higher than we'd like it, which means a few things. A, the likelihood of getting a sniper drop could decrease a lot. Or B, and a very likely option, is the fact that we could be seeing the vaulting of a sniper this week or at some point in the near future. Now, I don't know why they're saying this, because they've literally only just given us the semi-auto sniper back into the game. So they've actively given us more snipers, and now they're saying that there's too many. Either way, if they go and even touch the heavy sniper, I'll be extremely disappointed, so hopefully that doesn't go anytime soon. But be warned, potential sniper changes are likely after they've said that they think there's too many currently. For those of you guys that ever use replay mode, I know as me, as a content creator, I do. They said they're going to be adding in a few options, including blendable cameras and also auto highlighting tools, which just makes the game look better, basically. On top of that, a big change coming to vehicles. Now, as we know, towards the later stages of Fortnite, the turbines and all the wind turbines turn off. If you don't know this already, don't throw yourself into one of them end game, because they will not be on and you will die. But they've also said they've discussed the potential of disabling vehicles after Storm's Phase 5, similar to Slipstreams, saying that their main concern is making sure that it's clear what's going on while still iterating changes to the game. Now, how do you suddenly make it so that no vehicles work or you can't access them as soon as that storm starts? What if you're in a baller in the middle of a sky falling out of a rift? You just suddenly lose that baller and fall to your death. That sounds like an extremely hard thing to implement, to be honest with you. I don't really know how they do it. The only way I can think of is potentially any vehicles that are on the map that aren't being used just instantly vanish. We'll have to see, but keep an eye. Fortnite are thinking of so many changes at the moment. When I told you it was going to be a lot of news, I wasn't lying. Talking more about weapons, Fortnite have said that, according to their stats, and let's not lie, they make the game. These stats are going to be accurate. The drum gun is only accountable for about 5.26% of all eliminations currently within the world of Fortnite. Still fairly high with the number of weapons that are actually in the game, but let's not forget that the main reason the pump got vaulted was because it was equating for something like 23%, like a very, very high number of all eliminations. So compared to that, the drum gun is fairly low. I think it's more the fact that the drum gun is able to spam and pressure someone so much in such an easy way that people aren't the biggest fans of it. Let's not forget, we did bring this upon ourselves. I even hyped it up and then I voted for it to come back, and now we're kind of, or some of us at least, are complaining about it. But at the moment, it seems like Epic Games aren't too worried about it and are probably going to leave it alone for all of you guys that are wondering about the drum gun. If you're super into your competitive Fortnite, they said that Epic Games are considering using creative mode islands in competitive Fortnite. That just sounds absolutely nuts because creative mode islands are absolutely tiny. I assume these competitive Fortnite events that they're talking about will be on a smaller scale, will be for less money than, say, like the massive World Cup, obviously, which is played on the actual Battle Royale map. But it's cool to know that if you're very keen, very strong, and very creative map creator, you could be seeing your maps used in different ways. And as always, as Fortnite are always doing at the moment, new ways to potentially earn money at Fortnite if you're extremely talented at it. Now, just as I was recording this video, we've got even more information for this week's brand new item, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of the weirdest ones, and having tweeted it out not too long ago, a lot of people are talking about it already, and there seems to be a lot of just general confusion about it. Let's jump straight into it. This week's new item is called Storm Flip. You may have seen it on the news section as a bottle, but how it actually works is a little bit weird and not explained too well. Now, with the likelihood is, with this information popping up now, the update could come out as soon as tomorrow or maybe Wednesdays we've been seeing in the past few weeks. I'll let you know on screen if any information is updated by Fortnite themselves since making this video. Anyway, the description of a storm flip is unleash the storm or tame it. The choice is yours. Now, if you look at the bottle, and if you think about bottles and how they're used in video games, let's think about Zelda, for example, and fairies. You can capture a fairy, and then you can let the fairy out and use it. You are doing two different things. You're taking it and you're giving it, and that's what's basically going to be happening with the storm. And this is how I believe it is going to work. Obviously, when it comes out, I'll be covering it all here on the channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you've got notifications on to know as soon as my videos go out. But it seems like this can work in several ways. One, if you go into the storm, you can pop out this bottle, and I'd assume a radius around you, probably not too large, but a spherical radius around you going all the way up to the sky infinitely, will essentially be turned into non-storm area. I assume that won't last forever and will probably only last a little while. Otherwise, you could just camp in that little ring forever until the game ends. But once you've captured that storm and your bottle is filled, you can then go back into the non-storm area and throw out that storm and create your own custom storm area in the same area and radius that you've just gone ahead and gotten ridden as you've put it into the bottle. It does sound very confusing, and a lot of people online are comparing it already to the stink grenade, and there's a high chance that the stink grenade could be vaulted for this item, but it seems extremely overpowered, especially endgame, if you can just make your own area where there's no storm. I mean, competitive Fortnite games, whenever you're watching them, a lot of time it goes down to the ring just completely dissolving and everyone's in the storm. So if you've got this item, you could literally just sit and camp there and be in a completely safe area, which is ridiculous. But at the end of the day, this is only the description that we've got, and the actual use of the item will be fully revealed when it comes out. But I believe this guess is probably how it is going to work. I mean, I can't really see many other ways that it could work. So let me know if you've got other ideas as to how you think it could work yourself. But at the moment, this is what I believe to be the most accurate guess. And it's certainly an item I did not expect to see, and certainly a very interesting item. And hopefully it's fun, but not annoying, as we say for all of these new items whenever they come to Fortnite. Now, you may remember that not too long ago, a leaked image of an exclusive Xbox bundle with a brand new purple Fortnite. I say brand new, a reskinned purple gradient skin for the Vertex it was leaked. And the official information is now over on the American Xbox site, saying that it will be coming out as early as June the 7th, which is this Friday, and allows you to get the bundle for $200. It is only an Xbox One S, which isn't quite as powerful as an Xbox One X, but if you don't need that power, it's still a very cool looking console. Comes with an exclusive purple wireless controller, 2,000 V-Bucks, and a complete dark Vertex set, which includes the skin, the back bling, the glider, and the pickaxe, all rolled out into one. Obviously, as soon as that is available, I'll be looking to cover it right here on the channel, so look out for that. And when I told you at the beginning of this video, it's gonna have a lot of information, I was not lying. I feel like we've gone through it so quickly, and hopefully you've managed to take it all in. All in all, this week's update is set to be a big one. The new item alone, changes obviously to Polar Peaks will inevitably happen. If not, at least we'll get information through the in-game files with the patch which will come this week. And obviously I'll keep you guys updated on everything that we find out as well. And snipers, shotguns, Tommy guns, Storm, nothing's safe in Fortnite anymore. Anything can be taken away, changed at any point. And Fortnite, they hold all the power in their hands. If you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up button. It's the best thing you can do to support my video. Check out more videos on screen here, including me using a glitch, allowing me to create floating bases in Fortnite, which was so much fun. You can also check out my Fortnite playlist down below, which has all my other Fortnite videos. Have an amazing rest of the day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later this week right here on the channel for the brand new Storm Flip item. It's going to be interesting.